You ready?
Blue, when was the last time you've been on the podcast?
Before Margaritaville.
When was that? That was probably like
2019, 18, 17?
It was definitely
16
a long time
maybe?
ago. It was definitely like in the first 10 episodes we've ever done.
yeah. It's
Right.
probably like 4 months
I feel
ago.
great. I feel right where I need to be, you know?
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, I just got diagnosed with a very rare strain of whatever the fuck I have.
Coronavirus?
No, I don't have the coronavirus. I have strep throat. Very rare strain.
So
of,
should I not be like sitting near you?
No, I think
she didn't tell me that.
I think we're good.
Just gonna roll the dice.
I went to the doctor today. They were like, "Wait, you know, doctors. They give you the whole spiel. They're like, like, oh, well, we've seen everything. Like, we're not surprised by anything anymore." And when the doctor put a little flashlight down my throat, his reaction was, "Whoa! Have you looked down there?"
Really?
And he's like, "Man, like your throat's like extremely red and full of pus."
Podcast?
Wow.
So he did like a little throat swab. I got the fucking worst gag reflex, by the way. It's like
Me too.
I mean, I guess I have the best
Yeah,
gag
so
reflex
that's it.
because it's so strong. So they had to take like a little throat swab.
I think a lot of guys do, right?
You'd hope so.
That's
Like
why
an
I used to
Adam's
throw up
apple
a
thing,
lot.
maybe, or something. Is there anything?
I think it's just lack of usage.
Yeah, we don't really push the envelope there at all. We don't face the same challenges.
They say if you don't use it, you lose it.
We have a different set of challenges to mountains to climb. Yeah, Steve, watch out. Buddy.
Anyway, they put a throat swab down my throat, and I almost like puked on the guy. But then they did the test for strep throat. They did a test for strep, and he came back. He's like, "Well, you tested negative for the main like strain of strep throat, which means you have like a strain that's like super super uncommon." And they're like, "We've never really seen this before."
Now I don't want to hang out. Now I want to cancel the podcast.
This may be like a superhuman's. I feel pretty good though. I don't feel that bad.
I love that you're still here.
I'm pretty
I
hot.
love that you didn't tap out.
Remember in Myrtle Beach? Something happened in your throat. You were out.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious that you remember that. I got like a very bad throat infection after Myrtle Beach. But
Myrtle Beach was a fucking...
that's how I know that this isn't the same as Myrtle Beach because I haven't been to Myrtle Beach in many years.
We partied our ass off in Myrtle Beach.
I'd rather start things off on much more of a positive note. So
That wasn't very positive.
I'm going to start with a story. Mike, this is something you posted recently.
Yeah.
And I found inspiration through it, and I liked it very much. So I thought it'd be nice if I just read it aloud.
Go ahead.
For everyone to hear. Okay. The story goes as such. Theodore Geisel would have been 116 today. When he was 33, his first children's book, A Story That No One Can Beat, which later became To Think I Saw It on Mulberry Street, was rejected by at least 27 publishers. He was going to give up when he saw Marshall McClintock, one of his Dartmouth classmates, on Madison Avenue in Manhattan. McClintock asked Geisel what he had with him. Geisel responded, "A book that no one will publish. I'm lugging it home to burn." McClintock then said, "This morning I was appointed juvenile editor of Vanguard Press, and we happen to be standing in front of my office. Would you like to come inside?" The two went inside, and 20 minutes later, Geisel recalled they were signing contracts. "That's one of the reasons I believe in luck," Geisel said. "If I'd been going down the other side of Madison Avenue, I'd be in the dry cleaning business today." Theodore Geisel, who you know as Dr. Seuss, is one of the top 10 best-selling authors in human history, having sold more than 500 million copies of his more than 40 books translated into 20 languages.
Love it.
Wow.
All
That's
because,
deep.
and I didn't know this story, but that's all because he just ran into a buddy walking down the street,
Yeah.
about to give up.
And that's why, like, when you, at last episode, you asked me, like, you know, what you're supposed to do if you haven't found your calling. You were getting that question a lot. And I kind of gave you a mindset answer, and you were like, no, I'm talking more like, what should we actually do? Like, and that's why I start with mindset, because if you put yourself in that mindset, you're allowing it. Like, I just believe in that wave of like manifesting positivity. And like, if you're trying to manifest those opportunities and actually like doing the best you can with your daily practice, even if it's something you don't love at the time, you find yourself in these better situations and these circumstances. And it's like, I don't know. It's obviously like a fate thing, but I think it's a little more than fate. I used to just think, what happened happened. But
You think it gets attracted to you?
I think we're in control of it a lot more than most people acknowledge. Really, I do. And that's like when Larry King, we were talking about it. He was like, what if I took a right that day and I didn't meet the guy? He met the guy in Miami who told him to go to Miami. He started his whole radio career.
Yeah.
And he said that on the podcast. He was like, I think about that all the time. Like, what if I took a left that day and I didn't run into him?
Everything's thoughts. Everything. That microphone was a thought. Seriously, someone thought about that. I was like, yo, I'm going to make this thing where you can record your voice.
Everything starts in the mind, regardless, in somebody's mind, someplace, somewhere. But what I'm saying is, like, for yourself, like, if you can just believe that you're attracting that and that's going to happen someday, like, whatever it is in your life, you're not everyone's an author or whatever it is, you'll find yourself right in that flow state, and you'll find yourself right where you're supposed to be if you constantly try to curate that. Just every action, like with every action, every thought, try to curate what you want to happen, be open to it. You know what I mean? I posted that because it's like, I believe that so much.
That's kind of how we even had Larry King on the show in the first place.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. I went to a place I never go, and I ran into his son who happened to be a fan. And that's how it happened.
Larry was saying some shit where like, there's no such thing as good luck. Remember, he's just like, it's nothing. It's just like nothing's luck.
Right. He had a quote for it, which I'm gonna mess up.
I don't know. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think you create your own luck. I mean, there's obviously arguments.
It's
against
all
that.
good luck. I mean,
there's arguments against that, but the idea, what you're saying is like, it's all good luck, no matter what, even if it feels bad in the moment.
No, yeah, but it's just like you work hard for something for so long, and then people will be like, "Oh, this guy's." It's not luck. It's just like, you know what I mean?
Not really.
I'm gone. Dude, I was trying to say. No, but like,
not really.
It's not. It's just like it was supposed to happen. It's
I feel you.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel you.
Next subject.
Mike, your Twitter feed's actually a good read. I kind of dive through
That's hilarious.
once in a while. Another thing that I found, which you posted not too long ago, was a cool clip from Trevor Bauer talking about the MLB.
Yes.
Let me just find it real quick. I actually wanted to play. I just wanted to play what he said because I thought it was super interesting. And like, yeah, here it is. I'm just gonna play it. It's like it's 2 minutes.
On top of that, they can't even go to Twitter where all the young people hang out. You can't even go to social media and see anything about the game. Steph Curry throws a bounce pass in an NBA game, and it's trending with 1.5 million views 5 minutes later, and Mike Trout goes and launches himself and robs a homer or something, and you can't find the highlight anywhere online. It's ridiculous. You got BAM, that Baseball Advanced Media, that was designed to just centralize all MLB content and force people to pay to have access to it. Right. Great, you made a lot of money up front, but you centralize all this content, you make people pay for it, and you know what you get? You get a missing generation of fans. You make some money up front, great, and you miss a generation of fans, and the game is losing popularity, and especially amongst young people. I mean, let's not even talk about like the shoes, the cleats. Oh, hey, Mike Clevenger, you can't wear those shoes that are colorful that everybody on Twitter likes because it violates our stupid cleat policy where you get 3 colors of cleats. Like, I mean, what does it even matter? Just let the players express themselves. Let it have some personality. You want to market the game? Don't change it. Don't make the mound 62 feet. Don't make playoffs where you have to pick your opponent and freaking whatever. Don't change the game. Market the players. You have more players in baseball than any other league with much more diverse backgrounds worldwide, more so than any of the other major American sports. And it's the least marketable.
It's crazy, right?
He's exactly right.
Yeah.
He's exactly right. We've been saying this. It's just like they have to revisit their whole business model. It doesn't matter how many people love the game. The next generation doesn't love the game. They don't care about it. They don't care about it as much. So they have to revisit their business structure completely. He's exactly right. It's all these like archaic, stupid ass fucking old white man like laws and like rules and stipulations that they have like on the players. Like it's weird. And like they just don't want it. They don't want to let it grow. Like as society's grown, think about how public everything's gotten. Everything's gotten so less buttoned up. Everything's raw, like the Twitter. You see the real shit. You know what I mean? And baseball tries to keep it all like, you know,
Crazy.
keep it tight and like
You can't even grow a beard if you're on the Yankees.
Yeah.
Would you play for the Yankees? I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I need a beard.
I mean, after you go beard, it's hard to go back.
It
really is.
I would turn it down.
I keep bringing up Larry King, but that was another thing he said in his interview, which will be coming out in like the next month. But he said, you know, after like the age of 20, you don't like become a baseball fan. It's something that you grow up.
Facts.
You grow up with. You know what I mean? Like you have to kind of grow up with the game, and that's how you become a fan. So like, if there's this new generation of young kids who are just not appealed to this sport, just I mean for whatever reason, I mean like he said,
Right.
like you know, it's you know social media probably plays a big factor. But I mean, if you're just losing an entire generation of
Yeah, no, it's trending down. So I mean, I think it's fine. I think this is the way it's gonna happen. Trevor, these type of players taking it public, letting the public rally behind it and be like, yeah, you're right. You know, that's why I got a little more vocal about it because I was sick of just talking to Marcus about it, and he just felt so limited.
I mean,
you know?
all the players have social media though, so like they're just different type of.
Yeah, but
you know
no,
what I
like
mean?
it's
the game is boring, but
it's no, but what he's saying is like
they
have a huge media deal that centralizes it, right? So you actually like House of Highlights can't post it. They're not even
stupid.
sanctioned.
They should make an own one.
They're like, what I'm saying is those rules were made way before House of Highlights existed. So like now you have to restructure the deals because the whole marketplace has changed.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It's a train wreck.
it's a train wreck right now.
the train wreck out there.
And their cheating is fucking.
And the other thing that's been going around the internet, which I mean, you obviously commented on, was the whole thing with Post, like him on stage.
Sure.
Whatever. I think that was just like insane.
No, I mean I could verify. Post is not a drug guy. He's not.
No.
So it's like it's silly, but like the funny part is it's great. So many people care, but
But do you think that was even warranted to like blow up like
no,
the way it did?
I mean it's like it's what TikTok's crazy, bro. It's like TikTok's becoming a fucking monster. It already is, but it's like now like it's like not even all these dances. Like it's already changing. Gary Vee's been talking about this, but it's already like it's a news source. Everyone's posting shit up to TikTok as it happens live. You know, so like people had these clips and they were up close and you don't see. So there's seats right near Post, like in the set where you can stand and he's like performing out this way. So like what they don't understand is like when he's rolling his eyes back and he's doing those things, like those are moments like in these songs where like the camera will zoom in right on his face and he'll roll his eyes back like for Rockstar, and he'll, you know, fall apart. He gets kind of all over the place, and he tripped in one of the videos and he just went with it. Probably shithouse. Played 15,000 games of beer pong. You know what I mean? Guys played more beer pong than anyone in the country, I think, right now. At the pace, like how much he's toured and how much I know beer pong is a part of every day for his tour life.
Yeah.
There's got to be an argument that he's played more competitive beer pong than anyone.
I don't know.
Wow.
I'm ready to go on record, and I mean, we're not too far behind, but we're not in that bracket, bro.
When I saw it, I was just like, "This is just how he performs." I didn't blink an eye.
Yeah.
I knew right away.
It's
I
just like
looked at it. I was like,
"You're right." It's interesting though. I saw a little, like I was just
it
like
looked
kind
a
of
little aggressive.
evaluating people. Like when I said like Posty's all good because I had like literally hundreds and hundreds of DMs saying like I should be a good friend and check on him and all this shit.
Great friend.
So I hit him. It was just we were just chopping it up, but I knew I knew he was good. But what I'm saying is like, even when after I confirmed it, a lot of people were like, "Oh yeah, sounds like something a drug addict would say," like saying that like, "Oh, I don't do drugs," you know, like it's like they didn't want to take my word. Like it's interesting how a narrative people can get like kind of rally behind a narrative with the social media shit, and like they don't even want to accept the answer. Like when it's coming from a real source, like
they rather hear
his whole
the bad
team was
news.
posting like exactly. Well, they just like get wrapped up in a narrative. I feel like, and I was responding to people on Twitter kind of with that. Just it was interesting to see there was like an undertone of that where they didn't want to take the answer. It was like it was good news.
I was
you know?
getting texts. Like, I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I
dude,
got-
like this is how
my
he
phone was
performs.
ringing
If
off.
you ever seen him perform
Yeah.
at like a couple shows, then you would know right away.
Right. Right.
Maybe he's a little more drunk than usual, but like he's
the last 100 shows he's done this version of it where he has the theatrics, and I think it makes the show a lot better.
Yeah. That happened to me last night. That happened to me last night. Just fucking, I don't know, whatever you look like in the fucking.
Last night,
losing your motor
just playing
skills.
beer pong, like that's, you know what I mean. If someone's filming you the whole time, something's gonna happen.
I'm confused again.
I mean, he fell on the ground.
You fell last night?
I might have. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like if it was like on a big like.
Blue's still drunk, I think.
No, I'm just saying if it was like if it was under a microscope, like they would think you're fucked up all the time. You know what I mean? If you're out in public and you're high, they would be like, "Oh my god, dude, you're like
Out
Mike's
of
on
like the
drugs."
100,000 cell phone videos, one looks suspicious and that one blows up.
It was one show out of how many times he's played the set, and like you know what I mean. He's under a microscope. You're exactly right. So that's a valid point. I mean, yeah, he's got so many people watching him all the time. Yeah. Everywhere he goes outside, videos, all these things. Like he's a constant meme. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean he has hard times like anyone else, but he's actually in like a great place.
You can go on record and say he plays beer pong before every show or after every show.
Before and after.
Before and after.
I don't know. Like I can't speak for every single time I'm there. It's before and after.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is his team like reflective of what everything he's into? Like that. You know how we are. Like we're just
they've gravitated towards it. They've just kind of, because Post has that energy though. He makes people like want to do, like Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats like come in and play beer pong. You know what I mean? Like
right.
That's a vibe.
Ozzy Osbourne's wife and daughter want to play beer pong. It's like this thing where they kind of just want to come and get into the mix. He has that kind of vibe to him.
I wonder how
very
many,
inviting.
I wonder how many games he wins.
One would say that he should start a beer pong league.
One would say that.
One would say that.
One would say that.
Not me.
Not me either.
But one would say that. You got a couple new tattoos. I
do.
Blue, do you get a new tattoo also, or just Mike?
No, I want some more, but
Mike, what did you get?
So I got "Don't Try" on my thigh. I was pretty inspired by.
Don't try my thigh.
Yeah.
You were watching that thing when you're on the bike, and that's just
that's what I mean. That's part of what I do. Like every day, I really stumble upon some of the best content for me when I'm just like I exercise and go through it. And I got into Charles Bukowski. I've read some of his books and poems and shit, but it was just more like a storyline, like a content video of like kind of journaling his life, putting it in a nutshell, and really interesting because he had a troubled childhood, struggled his entire life, always wanted to write, always wrote, always got told no. No one ever published anything, fucked with anything he was doing. He tried and tried and tried and struggled, and then as soon, like when he was in his late 50s or early 60s, as soon as he kind of let go of caring, he had kind of already given up on being successful. He was just writing for the pure reason that he needed to express himself. And he popped off. And, a lot of the undertone of his later work is just like a slight Buddhist undertone of like, he was a rash guy, but it was like, go with the flow, you know what I mean? And on his tombstone, he put, "Don't try."
Was that the dude that wrote the book?
I thought that was a really interesting message though, because that's kind of what I've been talking about. Like, we've been going on and on about like the rock thing and like legacy and, all of the things we talk about, getting into flow states and shit. I really do feel it's the law of least effort is don't try, to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's go where life takes you and be open to everything, So that's what that was. And then what else did I get? Oh, I wore a long sleeve shirt.
What is it though?
It's Brielle sent me this.
That's.
She wrote me a hand note.
It's freaking adorable.
And it was like art. So I just took a piece of the art and made it a tattoo. It says, "Brielle loves Mikey."
That she does.
She does. I'm proud of that.
She does.
I get that right.
And then I got "Say Thanks" right here. Small.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Say thanks is like something I kind of want to make a brand like some of the other stuff we do, just branding it because it's about gratitude, you know. But I've been tweeting that, like, just wake up and say thank you for the shit that you're happy you got, you know. It really does over time, like, trend to you being happier and stuff.
Why do you think that is?
I mean, it's proven. I follow a bunch of guys who have done like long-term studies that preach this. It's like gratitude is like one of the biggest things for happiness and like actually like being able to get into a flow state at all. It's just like every day if you program yourself to say thank you and you wake up and just actually they tell you to write down everything. I don't do it every day, but I try to read it every day. But yeah. Like there's a bunch of data on it. It just like actually raises your serotonin. It changes the way you look at things over time when you start looking for things to be grateful for, you know?
Yeah, everyone has something to be grateful for.
I mean, yeah, bro, we have a lot to be thankful
Just
for.
to wake up, bro.
Yeah.
Just waking up.
For sure. Like we're super lucky, you know, in so many ways. And for us to, if I like, once I really started putting attention on that, shit started going a lot better. I started feeling a lot better, you know?
I feel like it takes like something really bad to happen to you to like, it sucks that happens, but like you need to go through a crazy experience to realize how good you got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or how you had it before the experience happened.
Yeah.
Happened to me.
All the best, for real, all the best opportunities to grow are when you're hurt.
That's why, yeah. Michael Jordan is like the failure shit. You gotta fail a million times.
No, but even those type of guys, even when they do miss,
They think they're
just like, oh, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. That's how I feel in beer pong, to be honest.
yeah. Same, even though you caught the L again.
I mean, after 15 games, you have to keep extending the series every time. Best of 3, best of 5, best of 7.
You're the one that we won best of 5.
We won.
We won best of 5, and we went.
We won best of 3.
I don't even remember.
Whatever.
We played so much beer pong here. I don't know
so
why. There's something I want to go.
sucked.
Actually, I want to talk about this. I'm glad.
My partner sucked, dude. She was throwing it like a baseball.
So did mine. Your girl, she was better than mine.
She got lucky a little bit. But,
I shout out both our partners. They were
is
amazing.
a sweetheart.
They're amazing people.
I'm way better than her. She's good.
Yo, beer pong. I was talking about this the other day. Beer pong is actually like extremely humbling game. It's like one of those games, and I have a reason why. Like this is why I like beer pong so much. Honestly, I thought about it. Right, like if you put a pro level NBA player and say shoot 10 free throws, they're not going to miss more. Like there's a tiny percent of people that will miss more than 2. Like they're going to hit 8 out of 10 if they're NBA players, unless they're like, I'm talking about the majority. Like you're in the NBA. If like just same as baseball, like you put a pro baseball player in a batting cage, he's gonna just rip most of them. You know what I mean? He's gonna square up so many balls. It's gonna show how much of a pro he is, right? With beer pong, like there's just times where I don't know why they're just always going in. You know what I mean? Or they're just falling in, like you're not even thinking about it, and it's just you're in that, And then there's other times where you're shooting the exact same. It's the same ball, same cup. It just fucking won't go in for like 8, 10. Last night it happened to me one time. I think I missed like 15 shots in a row. And I was hitting the rim. And I was like, how many times can I hit the rim without this going in?
Yeah.
And it was like, I've had so many times where you see so many times where people it's like such a streaky game. But I feel like it keeps you so humble.
That's when you're
where if you like,
huh? When you overthink.
I wasn't overthinking at all. I was wasted having a blast. I really wasn't.
No, but when like you're not hitting a cup, you're like, oh fuck, I need to hit this cup.
Yeah. Once you get to a
annoying,
point where
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Move Steve's thing out of your microphone.
Yeah, Steve's fucking all fucked up over it. Steve, get out of my face.
Stevie Daniels.
Steve wanted to say something.
It certainly is an inconsistent game.
No, there's just something about it. It's like such a you never know. Like anyone could kind of win. Like, but
That's true.
Oh, also, FYI, I was getting DMs when I posted. I wrote it down to talk about it, but I talk about like morning routines a little bit and how it's really super helpful. We could do that one day maybe and like go into that as a whole episode. But dude, cold showers. There's science to it, right?
What's the science?
There's science to it,
Well,
bro.
what is
It
it,
literally it cells. It shocks. You drops the temperature, and the cells of your skin, like there's actual. I'm just not going to articulate it properly because I've only glanced over the real science.
In layman's terms, though, like what?
The layman's term is like it's refreshing. It's like a reset for a lot of your cells on your skin, your hair, like your energy boost, bro. Automatically, I get a huge energy burst. My skin feels fresh.
You do it every morning?
Yeah, dude. Every shower.
Blue, don't you do it too?
I do it too. I've been doing this for.
I go ice cold and I stay in there for the last minute. So I'll be hot from my shower. You know, I take long showers. I'm in there, and then I'm kind of like on the sleepier, like laid back side, but after a hot shower. So then I do like an hour, like an hour, an hour of ice cold. No, a minute of ice cold, just right under it and just jumping. Like I usually like, but bro, I feel refreshed. Like
how cold?
It's do you really. Go? I go as cold as I can.
I do it till I can't stand it anymore.
Yeah.
Like 15
But I would urge
somehow.
people to try it, especially if you have to get up to an alarm. And, you know, like most people do, because I don't even get up to it. You know, like. So for if it helps for me, I can't imagine what it could feel like for someone who's like really tired and needs that little kick in the ass to like start the day, you know?
Yeah.
I started doing
I think it's good.
That cryotherapy shit, and I was like, yo, like I looked up cold showers, like the benefits, you know?
Yeah, there's
like,
huge. There's like I just can't articulate it because I'm not Joe Rogan. But,
all they gotta do is Google it.
And I'll never be Joe Rogan. I'll never be
Joe Rogan would be like, well, I read 6 books about this last week.
No, he's just had like 17 conversations about the topic with the biggest and brightest person in that topic.
Right.
The fuck was I saying? Oh, a lot of science to cold temperature being extremely beneficial for the body, for DNA, for immune system. The number one person, Matt Walker, in sleep science, says it's a top 2 factor is the top 2 factors in your quality of sleep are repetition, meaning you go to sleep around the same time,
right,
every time, and temperature. And I think people look over that. Some people want to be really cozy and hot. He's saying if you're warm, your quality of sleep is like very much lessened. You don't get into there's like a certain temperature it needs to be able to get to the most quality version of sleep.
Gotcha.
Stage of sleep, I should say. But yeah, like again, I don't know how to articulate it properly, but that's the notion. And there's the same that's why cryotherapy is what it is. I go do that often. And it's, your body temperature drops 40 degrees in a span of 3 minutes. So
can you let people know what that is?
You get in a frozen chamber where it's just extremely low temperatures. And so you're just freezing your balls off and you're more or less like just in shorts. And you cover your ears, your hands, your feet. I just jump around in there for like 3 minutes. You come out and you're extremely refreshed. It's the same notion as a cold shower. You feel great. You're extremely refreshed, bro. And like there's actual, the science behind it is a lot of it is like there's a lot of regeneration that happens when your body is put into that shock.
I mean, people have been doing ice baths for years. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of healing qualities to it. So yeah, no, I would recommend that. I saw a lot of people hit me about it when I posted about something like a routine. We should maybe do one where we elaborate more.
I'm gonna take a cold shower after this podcast.
I just did one. That's why I thought of it. Because I was in the trenches. We had a late night.
During the pee break, I might hop in the cold
We
shower.
had a Sunday stud day last night.
Blue, bring that mic a little closer to you.
I might hop in the pee.
I'll try the cold shower. I'll give it a shot.
Give it a whirl. But what you do
it's
is
not the whole shower.
Yeah, you just have a great shower, and then the last minute. But when you get out, you're gonna be like, just give yourself a second. Like you'll start
Have
feeling.
you ever?
Like,
No, you gotta do. Have you take baths ever? Lay in the bath.
I went through a little bath phase.
Right in the bath, hot, right? Just chill, and then put cold water while you're in a hot bath. It's like you're in a jacuzzi in the wintertime.
From the shower?
That's kind of a vibe.
Bro, it's such a vibe. I'm telling you, bro. It's just like you're in a
See Blue
jacuzzi
just
when
making
it's.
a rainstorm in his room.
I always wonder what you're doing in there.
I'm in the
I was
bath.
wondering what that noise,
cold
all those
shower,
splashes is going on in there.
Some splashing.
Splashing and dashing.
Yeah, dude.
Sounds
I
like
mean,
the
you ever been in a
rainforest in his room.
jacuzzi when it's snowing on you? It's the best thing ever. Because you get best of both worlds. You know?
Yeah.
Get some fucking snowflakes and get some,
I'm not mad at
some
that.
steam.
When was the last time you guys did something for the first time?
Wow.
Can good
I
question.
probably
man.
did that
The funny
yesterday.
thing is, we were just talking about this.
Can you remember?
Remember we were talking about
That's
routines
yeah.
and like just how you have to go out of your way to like break up your routine and just make
do
things fun.
Yeah, and do something new.
Shit, man, we're not good at it at all.
I probably did something for the first time.
It could be anything. It doesn't have to be like an activity. It could be anything.
Yeah, man.
Anything? I drove in the fucking Jeep with the top down, fucking to sunset. Never did that before.
So we've been dabbling. We're like
First time for me.
we're dabbling with what car to get, and like there's a part of me that kind of wants. I realized that there's like some ego in our car shopping.
All right, I'm gonna pump the brakes here real quick because we were thinking about getting a Tesla, and I think that went right out the window because of what happened.
We had a bad experience.
We had a very bad experience.
We did.
We were trapped. We were trapped essentially in the desert.
We were in the trenches. We were in the trenches.
We were
Jack
in
in the
the
Box
desert
balls.
with a dead Tesla battery with nowhere to charge it. 2 hours from our home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're like if we didn't have like the best human and guardian in planet Earth, like Versace is our parent. He's our legal guardian. Like he's guardian of all things. Like it's insane. But he was like, remember he like didn't go home because he's like, I thought maybe you would, maybe there'd be a problem.
Bro,
like if he had gone home, we would have had to fucking like.
Dude, where was that? We were in the middle of nowhere.
We were in the middle of
They're
nowhere.
like, yo, the next station's a fucking school.
Granted, it was a weird day, weird circumstances. Probably wouldn't happen very often at all. But it put such a bad omen, like sour taste in my mouth vibe to me. I was just like, nah, I can't. So there's like, we're looking at G-Wagons, Range Rovers and shit.
And
I fuck with them. I feel like we're not G-Wagon guys. We're just not.
G-Wagon
we're like
guys.
G-Wagon
Wagon guys. What about Foley got knocked in the head with the fucking door?
I mean, you knocked his
Dude,
head
I
off.
pressed the first time I pressed the button, all of a sudden Foley's like, I was like, dude, I don't know what the fuck. I didn't know.
We
that
already talked
happens.
about this. Remember we talked about this tweet, right?
I don't know, man. I didn't.
He don't watch the podcast.
I didn't watch the podcast, and I didn't
Who
see
hasn't
Foley.
fucking seen or heard any of our content?
And I
live?
didn't see Foley's head either, dude. Dude, he's slow as fuck though. Like, dude, I would have got out of the way like in a second.
Yeah, it's
This
his
guy's
fault.
got a bad back.
He
He's
said it's
22.
his fault.
He's not here because he has a bad back right now.
Hey,
Foley, I love you.
it's
Where are you?
it's a sore subject.
Should we FaceTime?
Well, you were saying ego driven. What? Let's just get a fucking minivan.
Yeah, no about that.
And I think
we've
they're
been,
pretty-
but like
minivans are kinda
we're
fire.
turning into big vibe guys. I've actually found myself wanting to go drive around the Jeep. Like I hate. It didn't matter what car we had. I never was like, yo, let's go ride around. Like I'm not. I just don't. I'm not that guy. I guess I like to. If I'm gonna go somewhere, cool. I'll enjoy the ride. But like, I'm not.
might
Just,
be-
where I actually wanted to get in the Jeep and just like cruise around with the top off.
I'm that guy.
And like I use that as like a mood thing. I don't know. It kind of like opened my eyes to that where like I was just like not really into it because it's a Jeep. We're gonna get something nicer. You know, it's like something. There's ego to that. And then I see G-Wagons and I'm like, they're fire. I love them, but I don't know if it's like our vibe.
We're Jeep guys.
We're a little more like I don't know. We're trying to go the other way. That's a little tacky.
You should get like a
big Jeep
like an
guys.
old Bronco.
That'd
top
be
off.
fire.
Dude, I would love a
That'd be
Bronco.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe we do that.
Like an old.
Bronco would be.
We just think about it. We also utilize it a lot for the post. Like as much as we're gonna be expanding, we're still gonna be shipping shit and doing shit. I think so. It has to be at least usable for us, like resourceful. You know, Bronco's like not much space at all.
Yeah,
Bronco's
not a lot
fire,
of cargo space.
Yeah, nah, it's a big vibe though.
The Jeep is crazy.
We're looking into it. I think we might do a Jeep because it's just like
I'm a big Jeep guy.
Dude,
The Jeep Cherokee SRT is like one of the greatest SUVs I think out
really.
in my mind. Yeah, driving
Should we
wise.
go check that out?
Got a Hemi engine.
Was it a Cherokee?
Jeep Cherokee?
Yeah,
But
no, we want the roof off.
no,
roof-
That's
you're,
the whole reason we're
purpose,
going for
yeah.
this.
you're talking about like the Wrangler.
Yeah, like the shit, like something along those lines.
We're trying to get weird, Steve. We're trying to get real weird.
Like, don't we just, I feel like I'm gonna go to the beach more if I have a Wrangler. I'm gonna go out and enjoy the day a little bit more if I have a
I
Wrangler.
think we could be Wrangler guys.
I think we could be Wrangler guys. Even if like we got super, super rich, right?
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool to be the Wrangler guys.
We should have a Wrangler and like an F-150.
Jumping out in our
I don't
Wrangler
need
jeans.
like, bro, I don't get off to like to roll any of that shit really. I mean, I probably, if I get super liquid cat, you know, and I just could fuck around, you know, yeah, but like they don't really get my rocks off, you know.
I think you go vibes over luxury.
Just nothing
For
like
sure.
the roof off. Remember?
I'll go
fucking that-
dummy on a house. That's the wave.
Remember the convertible car we had? We were driving that shit.
So the last thing I did for the first time, you guys will never guess.
Sorry, we didn't return the question.
It's
We're
okay.
assholes.
I'll ask myself. John, when was the last time you did something the first time? Oh,
I'm
thank
not
you
being
for
a
asking.
good co-host today.
And you're not going to believe this. The last time I did something the first time was a couple days ago. I washed my face with soap.
That's kind of weird.
Soap?
That
I washed
dries
my
your face out.
I washed my face with soap. Never have done it in my life.
I don't wash. I got some fucking.
I mean, I
moisturizer
use
shit.
like face wash.
Yeah.
Nothing. Never done it.
That's crazy. You have good skin though. You don't have like big pores. Or
I've never
anything?
washed. I like showers, everything. Never have put soap on my face.
But you know what? One thing you're missing is like that. You're like, I started taking care of my skin probably like 2 years ago. I was such a guy about it up till then. Like just the work, like didn't do shit. And it's like, bro, the biggest thing is like skin quality and texture and like aging as you get older. Like all those years, like you have, like you have great skin. I don't even see you with fucking acne or anything. But what I'm saying is like over time, if you start hydrating now and doing that shit, it will be so much better when you're like 70.
What's your
like,
routine?
You see some older people, like that are really wrinkly, like that just really were out in the sun and didn't take care of it.
Sunscreen's huge, bro.
Every dermatologist, every person, I go get facials and shit now. Like they were just like, she was saying she's seen so much improvement in my like pores and like just because I probably get like 4 a year. That's not a lot really, but like. I also go. They give me these things, and I do it every day. Like I have these like serums,
like masks.
No, no. Just like it takes 2 minutes to do. But there's like a vitamin C serum that's like really just great for. There's a bunch of qualities why but it's great. There's a active serum which is like hydrating. There's one other thing I'm gonna mess up the name, but. I don't put them all on every day, but every day I'm applying something to help like hydrate it, and I exfoliate like a little wipe that's like not super aggressive, but I do that like every day too. And I've noticed, a difference where you can just like your brighter skin and that type of shit.
Yeah, no, I'm not against it. I actually want to try it out.
Yeah, it's good.
And I'm not even hating on washing your face with soap. I tried it and I loved it.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do it. I started rocking with that probably like I do it in the shower, so it's
I just tried it in the shower. I stepped up my soap game.
So how the hell did you never once in the shower go, I have fucking soap and I'm cleaning every other part of my body that no one sees. But the one that everyone sees and I use and I'm in front of a camera all the time, I'm not gonna try it. Why? What's your reasoning? What's the psyche behind that?
I'm the opposite of you guys. Like hygiene has just always been an inconvenience for me.
Yeah, this guy showers like twice a week on tour.
As much as I can.
Oh yeah, on tour.
I shower twice a day, bro.
Yeah, tour, forget about it. But like even when I'm home every day, like
You're hilarious.
Like every other day I'll shower. Like
you're a bro about it.
Tops. It's it's just even like brushing. Like I brush my teeth every day, obviously, but like even that I'm like like it's just like it's annoying to have it. Like, why do we live in an age where we have to fucking take a brush and fucking scrub our teeth?
I'm huge.
What do you mean, bro? It's hygiene.
Like, why?
There's like a million benefits to it.
Yeah,
no, I'm saying like, why haven't they why hasn't that progressed in science?
You're sick of it?
Take a pill.
sick of it.
Why do I have to do this?
Like,
Yeah, I love your angle on this.
Like, why can't I swish why can't I swish a liquid on my mouth for 4 seconds and then my mouth is clean? Why do I have to fucking scrub it with a brush? It's insane.
I mean, sheesh.
Man, if I don't
I
shower,
can't say I agree
out,
with you 1% on that one. But it's just a mind frame,
And then shower's like a whole thing. It's like,
Yeah, I can't
look
leave the
forward to
house
it.
if I don't shower, bro.
I look forward to a shower.
I
bro.
enjoy it when I'm in there, I guess.
I feel like you're missing out on showers are huge resets for me. You gotta give yourself a little break. Like
I'm doing things to get my goat off a little more in there. Like I'm getting better soaps. I stepped up my soap game.
I want you to
shampoo
go. I
game.
want you to dive in. I want you to go back to the drawing board on your shower game.
I
I can't even leave
I
the
started
house.
hanging eucalyptus for my shower at some point, like a year ago. And
Do you think in the shower?
that was I think about stuff.
Like, what do you think of in the shower?
I do most of my thinking when I'm taking a shit in the morning.
But like, think about the shower. What are you thinking of? What are you doing in there? You're just like in and out, all business. Like, give me my food. I'm gonna eat it and then leave.
I
Like,
think that's what it is.
Dude, think about it.
yeah, I'm not like that at all,
can't-
man. I'm in there. I catch a vibe. I try to like think about, I use my time in there a lot It's weird. I've always been like that though. It's just everyone's different, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone's different. It makes sense. You want to get in and get out.
It's the only place you can't use your phone.
Yeah.
You really can't use it.
I think it's also the lifestyle we live and shit that, I appreciate that time where I'm not,
I was a big shower guy.
I get to just sit there and relax. I feel like I have some of my cleanest thoughts in there. No pun intended.
I've always been a shower guy.
I get my dirty thoughts on the toilet.
Yep. Dirty thoughts on the toilet.
Like that's
Pun
the opposite of
intended.
my vibe. I want to be in the
cleanest
shower.
thoughts in the shower.
Do you like think creatively on the toilet though?
Never.
See, that's where
I'm the opposite.
this is
I'm
the
trying-
big disconnect right here between you. and I.
Yeah, we're different. We're just cut from different cloths.
I legitimately used to bring my guitar in the bathroom and play and think of music when I took a shit.
You're like a 80, like a 90s fucking teen, like high school movie guy. Like the tip, like you're a character in one of those movies. You know, shit. You write songs while you shit. You never shower. You just like,
I don't never shower.
Your girl doesn't smell shit anyway, so you're.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it too.
what a perfect match. Seriously, because he doesn't care. Like he just said he doesn't want to brush his teeth. So he's kissing a girl that can't smell it anyway.
Sheesh. I can't.
You can't smell bad breath, BO, or
How,
farts.
dude, you're
Or stinky shit in your bathroom.
skating off with a victory here.
I don't take it for granted.
This is right up your like. Think about it. For me, that wouldn't be a fact. Like, because I actually like really, it feels good for me. You know, I don't do it for other people like the hygiene. You know.
Yeah.
But for you, you don't really like. You're right in your wheelhouse.
I'll tell you what, I say thanks every morning.
Say thanks, baby. Say thanks.
Thank God my girl can't smell.
That's the name of this podcast.
That's the best.
Thank God my girl can't smell. Oh, my wife thinks I'm in bed.
Before we get out of here, just a very pressing question. Would you guys consider yourself ass guys or tits guys? It changes every year for me.
I mean,
Is it weird that I'm like
You can't say neither. You can't say
no,
both.
but is it weird that I'm legitimately like
Equal?
I'm legitimately equal? Like
If you had to pick, gun to your head.
probably
probably ass, yeah.
Yeah.
bum guy.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
I like good.
I'm
set
just
of
saying,
hammers,
like,
though.
I'm not like, no, I definitely. If I had to pick and choose, yeah.
I feel like I attract hammers,
The-
but I like bums.
You attract them?
I don't know. Skinny girls would just fucking hammer. Not like huge hammers like you, just like a
Good,
nice
good
little-
pair of hammers, man.
Great pair of
Whew,
hammers.
Goes a long,
I
goes
know,
a long
but-
way.
Like the
they have
90s.
they have no
90s.
practical use though.
It goes a long way though, like attraction wise.
I thought you were a
for
huge
me.
hammer guy.
Let me explain. I'm just saying.
I mean, Kilmer likes.
I'm growing up. I
like-
think about things.
Kilmer
more.
likes big,
I couldn't be
I
more
enjoy.
opposite.
I enjoy.
huge,
I enjoy.
like,
I enjoy
big
the.
ass.
I enjoy the novelty of like way oversized Hooters.
Honestly, I find inspiration in your ability to find beauty, and like you really do appreciate a lot. You've shown me that there's you can just find things to appreciate. It doesn't have to be your style. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Couldn't agree more.
You're hilarious because
Say thanks.
I'm gonna have to cut this out.
Just say thanks for everything.
I feel like I'm trending in sharky waters for you right now.
Just go.
seen
I'm
you-
saying
I've
like
seen
I've
you.
seen you within a range of, just a wide palette of, interests and things that you can appreciate in women. Where like, I'm a little more in a type, I guess.
I shared multiple hotel rooms with this guy, and I fuck.
Shit, me too, man.
Man, he's like, yo, I got this one girl, bro. I got two friends. Fuck, man, you never know. Like, I always
It's a
give it
complete
benefit
shot
of-
in the dark.
bro. Benefit of the doubt every time, every fucking to this day, every time, and like, you just
Blue,
never know.
me and
what's gonna
Blue
happen.
weirdly have like a very similar palette for women.
for like a lot
for a
of
lot of
things.
things. Food.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Your beard's weird. Your
Fucking
beard's
beard is weird. My beard ain't weird, dog. My beard's been a huge man.
Man,
I don't know how I did. I don't know how I lived without a like when I look at a picture or without a beard. I'm
Dude,
just
I was
like,
just
what the hell
gonna.
was I doing?
I was just gonna say that. I saw a
I
picture
saw
of you
that
from
too.
like 5 years ago, and you.
Dude, I look like fucking like a big round fat head.
No. I'm talking
I
about.
had a big round fat head.
No,
right?
no. Look at this photo. Look what you look like in this photo.
Oh, I look skinny in that.
But like you look like someone did that baby app on your face.
I look like John Bonet. that was what Theo
look
Vaughn
so-
was saying.
bro, that was
Hold on.
only 5 years
see if you
ago.
can see if you can zoom in on this. Or just
That was when we were our skinniest though. That was when I was like my best shape.
Yeah.
I was really
So
lean
you
there.
can zoom in on Mike's face there.
It's like right when I broke my arm.
Yeah.
It was,
But,
it was probably like 5 years ago. We just moved.
Like, you look
we
young.
just moved to
Like,
LA.
you don't look like a.
It literally looks
man.
like that app on Snapchat
You know what I
where you
mean?
can turn yourself into a baby. That's looks like what Mike did here. And dude, you look so different.
Yeah, you don't look like it. You,
I really do.
And the beard's a big part of it for sure.
I mean, yeah, I just look like way more grown up. That was what, 6 years ago, right?
Yeah, that was probably from like 2015.
That was 2015. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Man,
the
I don't know.
beard.
Like, bro, I used to have no body hair. Like, now I just kind of,
Let it
you
fly.
know, Josie put me on that. She put me on that. She was just like, she put me on a like,
A man's just got to look like a man.
yeah. And like, it was kind of a regionalized like programming we had from where we're from, like Guido-ish, like you're jacked and you're like, you got no body hair and
You
you're
gotta
like
be
manicured.
well groomed. Yeah.
Like, so I just kind of came with that idea, but like I'm now where I can't even imagine myself without. I'd like having like body hair, chest hair, that type of shit. It's weird. It's weird hair. It's just called growing up,
I
guys.
do some manscaping here.
I'm just green with jealous rage because I can't even really grow a lot of body hair or facial hair.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of hair at all.
I have like full
That's-
body. I have
Doug,
like
you
full
could-
body alopecia.
I would really be interested in
needs to
seeing
grow
you
the
with a beard.
stash.
I can't grow it. My
That's
cheeks.
so funny. You really can't.
I got bald cheeks.
They
I
look baby cheeks.
physically can't
No,
grow
they have
hair on my
stuff where
cheeks.
you could just like.
How weird. Yeah, that's so crazy. I never thought of that. You really never have facial hair.
Do they make things where you can like?
I mean, you do the little goatee, the little fucking mustache.
It's the only place I can grow. That's another thing.
Can
but-
you go mustache once or no?
I
Just for the, can you do it
can't.
for the culture or no?
It's so
Yo,
uncomfortable.
why don't you just grow the bottom out?
I can
A little
grow
goatee vibe?
a little pussy tickler down here.
Yeah, so what do you have? Like, so what do you got? Like a
That'd be
stubble
fire.
goatee? Is that what you would call that?
I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm the same way with hygiene as I am with shaving. Like, I just wait till it's incredibly uncomfortable and then I shave it all off.
I think you should maybe dial into just letting it rock for a little bit. I think it might look cool, a little grown in. It could be spotty, but it might look cool, a little grown in.
When it hits a certain length, though, it just gets like very disgusting.
Don't overthink
Like
it.
wiry.
That's to you.
I don't know.
Hey,
We'll see.
hey.
Do they have like Bosley for men's faces?
Yeah.
What's Bosley?
Like hair restoration, but can I get that? Like, can I take the hair off my? Can I take the hair off my ass crack and just
Get
put
a
it like on my
beard
cheek?
implant? That'd be kind of legendary.
I'm at the
The
point.
first
Next
beard,
podcast.
the first beard implant ever started a huge trend. I feel like a lot of guys would be like, "Oh wow."
when you look at every man's glow up, it includes like a
beard.
stubbly beard,
Yeah, it
and
does.
I physically can't grow it. So I feel like I don't know, I'm missing out.
Sheesh. You
I'm
can play
worried.
for the Yankees though.
I feel bad for you. Honestly,
You'd be a
I do.
great.
I could play for the
great
Yankees,
candidate.
you're
Lost
right.
a lot of good men out there.
I'm just wondering when is gonna be my time. You know, I'm 30.
Did
Yeah,
your dad,
man.
did
I
your
don't,
dad
I don't
ever
know
have a
why.
beard?
I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen for you, buddy.
My brother got a full beard.
Does he?
I don't think it's in the cards for you.
Bro, you gotta let it rock. I see some stuff over
Not
here.
dude, over here. I
You could have like a little chin strap, but you couldn't really have a beard.
chin strap.
It might.
If it was 2003, I could grow
Kilmer
a chin
go
strap.
chin strap. That'd just throw everyone for a loop.
Me and Kevin Federline.
Bro.
All right. Well, I got nothing else on the docket.
No.
No. Anything you want to end with?
No, everything is. I just want to thank you guys for supporting us, man. We had a great. These Chug Bud drops are going crazy, and we're not fucking with you guys. Like we're literally trapping out of the house. We have dudes like working like 10-hour days in the garage of my house because we're in the middle of like a big, in the middle of a big deal. Like we'll be doing a merger, and. Right now, instead of committing to a space here in a warehouse and doing it a little bit more in an operational way, it's just a waste of money because we know we're about to merge and do, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the way the timing is planned out. This has been the best way of doing it. But we're only doing like 2,000 at a time, So they're quick. But we have a few more drops. I want to say like a week from this release, we'll be having a stud drop, meaning like it's the final stud pieces. Because stud's going bye-bye. So we'll do like, you ready, stud light, that type of shit, whatever, But we'll have a drop then. But just appreciate everyone for supporting that and the hoodies too. I really appreciate you guys spreading the word about the podcast. I get a lot of messages from people, saying that so-and-so, their friend put them on and they appreciated it. So that's how we grow and that's how everything's gone so well for us. So I appreciate you guys. we'll keep rocking. We got some amazing episodes on deck.
Amazing.
Yeah, so it's about to level up and be some dope shit. So,
All right.
good
So
things.
start taking cold showers. Say thanks. And
Blue Yupp's back in the house.
Blue Yupp's back in
the
business.
saddle.
Back in the
so
saddle.
Mina said Saddle Ranch.
I did a chug bite of the Truly this morning, roughly around 9. I'm right here.
And we're out.
And we're out.